be pretty good. So +3.
Is it 5?
Oh, dude, 5.
I don't know, do I roll
I'm
another
gonna
one?
pull a card as well, see how fast I am. Yeah, that's a 9.
So I guess I do not roll another one. Fucking
So he's
No,
probably
if the first one you pull is a face card and the second one you pull is a face card, you just add the bonuses together.
So I roll a 9. Yeah, he's gonna surprise you. He's gonna shoot you, and that's a Dex plus gun. So that's a 7. Dexterity is a heart, so he actually trumps. He's not gonna pick that. So that's a 7 as well. So that's a 7. Let's see what his Dex is. Yeah, I had to. Sneaky bastards! All this scheming behind people's back, man. It's been going on for a while. Non-player characters. All right, Tova. His Dex is 5, so that's a 2. And his guns is 1, so that's a +3. So he gets a 10. Is that above your defense?
The first value? Because I have value 7 and 15.
Yeah, it's above the first value, but it's not a critical. I'm gonna get your character sheet. So yeah, he hits you. It's above your shock as well. That's a bummer, man. Shit. So that means with a normal pistol, he does. I'm just gonna copy paste it into the chat. So he had hearts. So that's an 8. So it's a medium attack. So that's gonna be a critical attack. So that means you're at a -1 health.
Okay, sorry, can you walk me through damage allocation again? Because you mentioned the attack roll was above his shock, which I get.
Yeah.
But then, because he drew a heart, he's doing 8 medium, which I get. And then, how do you go from there? What's the next thing that we compare it to?
So he hits her, and which means she also has a damage reduction of 0. So none of the damage is doesn't matter in this case. So he'll always do damage.
And then we look at the wound threshold. Is that how we determine whether it's a crit or not?
No. It wasn't a crit, but it was like if it's a crit, there's a separate table for it. She can get like knocked down or lose her eye, I guess. But that's something I could choose from. But the problem here is that it's above her shock threshold, which is 9. So because he did a 10 first, it's gonna be, instead of an M, it's an S. So instead of -2, it's -3.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So, Casey, you get shot. Your wounds is -1. Because you only have 2 wounds, right?
I don't know. Like I see there's light, moderate, severe, critical. Not sure really.
You're not dead yet.
Can Jesse see? Is there a hatch in the door? Can he see all this happening? Can he?
Well, Jesse rolled pretty well.
Can he see through the glass of a door? That.
No, there's no glass.
All right, so he doesn't know this is happening. Okay.
Yeah, but he'll open the door pretty fast, though. So.
I'm guessing he must have heard the gunshot.
Yeah, you probably heard it. So you're probably getting ready on your side.
Well, if that's an action phase, I'm using 3 action points to, before dying, get fucking paid.
Yeah.
At least try to. At first I'm declaring 3 AP and I will try to shoot.
Yeah, so it's like a movie, it's like a scene from a movie from Quentin Tarantino, where suddenly it turns out that the other guy was working against you all along, and boom, fall on the floor, like trying to stop the bleeding from the gun wound. You reach out for your gun, which is in your arm, gets into your hands, and you point it towards the guy who just shot
Yeah,
you.
mercenary reader first. And I'm gonna spend my, not spend my edge, but burn my card to force a trump.
Mhm.
So I'm burning that card. And I'm forcing a trump.
That's a 4.
Fucking good. I mean,
Half of your dex and your gun.
I thought that card that I burned doesn't count, and I take 2 of those. 2 from. The
Uh-huh.
3 that I took is the card that I'm burning to force a trump.
Uh-huh.
And the first card I got was ace, and now I got
That's
this.
an 8. Yeah. Probably gonna hit him. What's your dex and guns? Half of dex and your guns.
Half dex is 2, and my guns is 1.
So that's
So
not
that-
above 15. Which still hit him. And what's diamonds for a gun is a 4. Takes a medium wound. He has no damage reduction. So yeah, you also he gets shot like in the stomach or in the shoulder or something. Let's see what kind of wounds he has. He has 6 wounds. Jesus. Yeah. He's
May you all
obviously-
rot in space.
Yeah, he's obviously suffering from gunshot wounds and he's swearing. I'm gonna make it more exciting. It's at this time that Jesse Bowdane, you open the hatch and you see before you Casey lying on the floor and the mercenary pointing his gun at you. What are you doing, Taylor? Because you know that Bowdane is gonna come through.
Okay, well, I'm gonna. So, what's the condition of both Casey and the Merc? Is Casey near sort of unconsciousness
Next
or
round,
death?
Casey is bleeding heavily, man. Did you ever see Reservoir Dogs?
Yeah.
You know Mr. Orange when he's
Yeah.
riding on the floor?
Yeah.
if I
That's
remember
Casey.
correctly, how you wrote at the very start before session, next round, because I got critical wound, I'm dead.
Yeah, you're bleeding out. Either way, you're gonna bleed out next round. Unless someone tries to revive you with a first aid kit, but
Okay, as Jesse opens the door, I'm going to turn, because I know he's opening. If the door's going to be opened, I'm going to turn my gun to the other Merc and shoot him.
Oh, nice.
all right, you hit him anyway, man. Because he's gonna be surprised.
So I draw a card.
Sure, yeah, or you can use edge.
Hold on a second. Oh fuck! Don't know what happened there. I was trying to work out what I needed to do. Really. Okay, I'll use my edge, which is 7. My gun skill is 2, I believe. I can find it. Yep, 2. And my dex is 3, so that's 5, so that's 12. Plus it's a club, which I think means I do. Oh bollocks! That's my thought. Anyway, yeah, I did 12.
So, well, I'm just gonna take liberty with the rules, and you just blow his brains
Okay.
out.
All right, so when Jesse comes for us, the Mercs turned on us and shot Cassie.
So there's a merc standing right next to me, though.
No, but he's on the floor, basically.
Yeah, he was captured with you.
Right. That's what I mean. So I open the
There's only
door.
2 I thought there was only 2 Mercs left.
Yeah, it was the one who came with you, and the other one who was too.
Oh,
slow
right,
to
okay.
come
So I
with
shot the one who's being shot by Casey already.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. And the one with me is not the one with the gun.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
next
looking
to-
pretty surprised, man. He's like, he doesn't have a gun either. He's like,
Well, I'm
what?
pointing the gun at him because obviously he's now a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you guys do with him?
Lock him back in that room again. close the door, and then I'll pull out the wires and make sure the door doesn't close.
Okay.
Do I say something to Jesse in my dying
Is there like a
breath?
willpower stats?
Or determination?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
a
I'm
roll of
determined to
determination
say
see
Jesse.
if you can warn him in your last dying gasp.
Yeah. And I'm gonna force Trump again, so I'm burning
Are you
another
sure?
card.
Might want to save it.
No, I don't think I'm coming out of this alive. Yeah, I'm sure. So I'm burning this card, so I can delete it to force a Trump, and then I'm determined.
No. It's not very high. Is it?
Yeah, it's not. So that's 6 from cards. Half
So
of my
Casey
determination
is
is
like
free.
grappling, blood is coming to her mouth, and with her last strength, she just points at Taylor, and then the last sigh happens, and her arm falls down.
I'll turn to Jessie and say I tried saving her. I mean, she tried to thank me, obviously, but she's now gone.
Well,
And this other guy is like fucking pissed, man. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing, you son of a bitch? And
I say we can't trust them. We better lock them away.
I look at the other mercenary. Why would you turn on us in the first place anyway? Why
he
would
doesn't
the
care
boss-
anymore. He's coming out swinging.
Oh, he's coming out swinging.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to punch him.
Yeah. All right. Just roll for strength and try to subdue him, I guess.
So I'm just gonna punch him. I've got punching.
Fists is dex, I'm guessing. So that's a 9.
Yeah.
Nope, it's not a trump. How much is your dex and fists?
It's a total of +5, so that's a 14.
Yeah. Yeah, you hit him square on the jaw.
Or 2.
It's an L, right?
Yeah, 2L.
Yeah. So you like smack him and he staggers back. And what do you do, Taylor?
I'm gonna basically hit him again. I'll hit him. Yeah, I'll punch him as well.
Punch him. Yeah, do it.
Yeah, why not? Can I get rid of this card?
You could roll a
yeah, I'll
social skill with the gun to like intimidate him.
So I'll just do a normal roll. So it's an 8. What's my strength? Oh, that's good.
You're pretty strong.
So that's 14. No, 12.
Is that a crit?
Yeah, I think it's right. I've got a trump, basically.
Yeah.
So I'll pull another card. That's right, isn't it? Jack. So yeah, I've done the 12 to hit. And the damage I've done for my fist is 24.
Wow, yeah, you crit him. So let's see what the crit table says. I don't know if it's even in the Kickstarter manual, but you can like stun him or knock him out probably. So tell me what happens when you smack him. There's actually a crit table here, but I'm just gonna speed it up a bit. So what happens when you smack him?
Well, basically, I punch him, uppercut him, and he basically just lifts up from the floor and flops down on his back. You actually see him visibly leave the floor as I punch him.
Whoosh.
Uppercut.
KO.
Yeah. KO. No, go.
Perfect.
Yeah,
all right.
You know.
So you hear a familiar sound coming from the exit area. What did I call it again?
The hatch?
Yeah. No, not just any hatch, but the one where the one suit was in.
Oh, the airlock.
Yeah. You hear it coming from the airlock, and it's sounding even more desperate than before. Do you guys check it out?
Yeah.
You see the monster is bashing on the airlock,
Trying to get out.
trying to get out.
So there's no way we can jettison them out from where we are, is there? No.
Well, you left the airlock open on your side, I'm presuming.
Yeah. We're going to close that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that quick.
Is there a way, right? As we near there, we see the thing in there. No, doesn't matter.
So I'm gonna say there's a way, if you do the comp ops roll, you can forcibly open the airlock from the computer core.
Yeah, I'll do that.
And I'm gonna say why this is happening as well. Do you mind if I...
No, by all means, go ahead.
So Blake was spending a lot of time on the edge of the ship, and his box had a green and a red button. And when he pressed the green button, monster moves away from the box. But when you press the red button, the monster comes towards you.
That's not good.
So Blake pressed the red button while he was outside, thinking it was going to kill you guys or something, but it made the monster chase after him. So the monster wants to get outside and get to Blake. Yeah.
Right.
Well,
So basically, we
Of
do
course,
want
Blake
to.
has no idea. He's
Yeah,
just
he does.
fiddling around with the damn box. He has no idea what any of this stuff does.
He's like thinking, yeah, I pressed the red one. This should work.
all right, I have +4 in comp ops.
Yeah.
That's,
So we're heading down to the place where the computer is.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, so you even had more come-ups than me, because I only had 3.
All right, so I'll run to the computers, try to close the inner airlock door and open the outer one, and I'll spend an edge on that for Trump, and then 10. So 14.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the airlock opens and we get the scene from the original Alien, where he's pulled out of the vacuum and he's floating into outer space. And you can hear him shout, "If it wasn't for you kids, I would have gotten away with it."
Kids.
I'm guessing, Blake, you notice the Alien Theta project, your bright future, is floating away in space.
Oh my god. This is not good.
But this is not all that happens, because Gantry has been talking to me in chat.
Yeah, as Jesse's working on my computer and I'm standing behind him as I watch the airlock open from his end, I'm going to wrap my hands around Jesse's throat and start to squeeze. And as I squeeze tighter and tighter, I'm going to bend over, whisper in his ear and go, "Trying to get the lunar slash, you'll never catch me."
All right, I'm
I
gonna.
start squeezing.
All right,
Bloody hell.
I'm gonna 3 points it to try and slap him with the patch.
Oh yeah, that's right. So what kind of roll should you make for that?
I think you told me it was a pure dex or something.
Well, you're getting strangled in the meanwhile, so let's do some sort of opposing roll. See who
Doesn't
wins.
these
it out.
painkillers reduce his dex as well?
Yeah, you're still slow. Speed is
No,
well.
it only reduced speed and
It reduces.
perception and increased
Wow.
my shock.
Use your edge, man. Pick the highest card you have.
All right.
So, what stat would you guys use for this? Endurance? See if.
Well, is the roll for him to hit Taylor, or is it for
No, he
Taylor
has to have
hit?
enough reach to grab his patch to slap on the Luna Killer.
I'd say a straight up dex roll. Or a dex draw.
Dex, either determination to survive and slap the patch.
And on the other side, I want Gantry to do a strength roll to see how good he is at.
Okay, I'm
choking.
going to use strength. I'm going to use edge. So that's my edge.
all right, so I'll edge also.
Do I use a draw normal card as well?
Um,
Well, are you burning for a trump?
Well, I've got a trump.
so strength, yeah, is a spade. So you grab another card and put it next to it. So you have an 8 plus your strength, just raw strength. How
Which is-
much?
My full strength
Yeah, your raw
is
strength.
8.
Holy crap!
Shit, man.
You have a full strength of 8.
Yeah.
So that's a 16 for Gantry for the Lunar Slasher. And Jesse, what did you get? Is that the trump for Dex? Dex? No, it's Hearts. So you sure you want to use that? It's role playing too hard, man.
Is Taylor just like a bodybuilding serial killer? Is he being genetically engineered or something?
Oh, my mic was off. Yeah, I already played the edge card, which is the king, and then I drew the queen. So
Oh man. So
Yeah.
that's a 3 and a 2. That's a 5. And what's your Dex?
6, so it's only 11.
Oh man, yeah. So yeah, since we're wrapping it up, actually, don't want to.
So Taylor snaps Jesse's neck without really noticing.
So we see the
and
camera
shoots
like
the body away.
yeah, like
I
Taylor
win.
is strangling him, and we see because Jesse had a patch that could shock you and stun you, and you would have been stunned out, Taylor. So we see him reaching for the patch, like trying to open his bag. Everything's falling out of the bag, and just as he almost reaches the patch, you hear the snap, and Jesse Bowdane, infamous bounty hunter, has met his match. So only Taylor is the one alive on the ship, and
The
you
Lunar
see-
Slasher lives in it another day.
So, and Blake, your oxygen is gonna run out sooner or later.
Yeah, well, I mean, once I see Theta floating away, he's gonna despondently just make his way back into the ship, assuming he can get in.
Yeah, of course, yeah. It's still
And he doesn't really care what happens at this point. He's ruined.
So I'm gonna finish this with a scene where we see Taylor is probably standing in the opening. We see a desperate Blake putting off his
No,
suit.
I'm a serial killer, so can we have it that when he comes through the hatch, he sees Taylor looking over the body of Casey and smiling, and
Yeah. Like with a knife in his hands, probably. And
yeah,
Blake
probably
is
his
just
hands wondering
looking
what
at
I'm
him.
doing
Yeah.
is female.
And then we go into credits
Yeah.
end scene. And that's how the scenario ends.
Excellent.
My personal headcanon will be that they will not be able to change the course and the ship will arrive to Mars where
Yeah,
war-
for the epilogue, there's not actually Blake was able to change the course. He found out what you did, Casey.
I guess as much.
Yeah, and there were ships on the way, Unitech ships, but they didn't find anything. They didn't find the Theta Project. They didn't find Blake. So there's like probably an armed force going in, and I'm guessing Taylor can convince them that he's the survivor, and he's actually he escapes with the Unitech evacuation squad, and they probably want to hire him for future missions because he actually survived the project. He did better than expected.
Yeah, I'm pretty smart.
Yeah. So we see a smirk on his face as he escapes with the Unitech.
I was so close. I was so close.
Yeah, he got you good, guys. If he didn't press the red button, he probably could have gotten away with it. Well, we all did good. Casey also completed all of her objectives, but
Yeah, because I'll be going. So for spoiler things, I don't know how early they woke out, but I woke 3 hours before everybody else because there was a signal that there was war going on. I did a hard reboot, so I freed the monster, and basically my objectives were to just cover my tracks.
she would have gone to Mars, where Blake would have met a deadly end by the other side.
Yeah, the serves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the computer virus I put in that shut off all the cryo sleep wasn't actually what released it.
No, it was it was Casey's fault actually that the thing got away.
Because as soon as I saw that, I was like, "Oh shoot, that's why it got loose."
Yeah.
The guy in the fridge was the actual real Taylor Chew, who I took and killed, and stuck in the fridge.
Okay, so yeah, why Jesse had that ID thing in computer logs?
Because Jesse came prepared. He already had a case where one of his targets would wake up from cryosleep and kill everyone else. So Jesse already planted a program that would wake everyone up so he wouldn't be caught off guard.
Okay,
And it
so
was
that-
also written in so you'd be suspicious of him, even though he's actually a good guy.
yeah,
And
that's why I jumped the guy.
Yep.
And Blake woke up early, or just at the same time as everyone else.
Yeah, Blake woke up at the same time as anyone else.
Yeah.
Sealed. So what do you think
Fun
of it?
stuff.
The game and the scenario?
It was fun.